If I could have a caramel macchiato hot, please. I'll have that in a grande with an extra shot of espresso, please. Yes. May I have a cake pop? We'll have a reindeer, please. That'll be all. Sure, Troy. All right, thank you so much. So, as you guys can see, I am at Starbucks. I intend to, I'm just getting my day started. I dropped the kids off at school, the big kids. If you could hear the coughs in the background, Manny's asthma is, he's not doing good. We had, the flu, about a week or so ago, and he's got some lingering issues from it. Usually when you get anything and you have asthma, it takes you just a little bit longer to heal. So I'm keeping him home today, and we dropped the big kids off, and I intend to clean the house and give it a good sanitizing, especially the boys' room. I want to wipe the walls down with bleach. I'm going to probably do I'm going to change their bed sheets. But while I'm out, I don't like to go in and out of the house. I like to, if I'm out, I'm gonna do what I need to do. So I do need to pick up a couple of things for dinner, and after I grab those things, and probably just a little bit more medicine, because like I said, we had the flu recently, so we ran out of like all of the medicine that I usually have stocked up: ibuprofen, cough drops, etc., etc. So I'm gonna try to do a little bit of restocking of that by going to Walmart right after I get my coffee. I'm go home, and I intend to just clean and try to get the germs out of the house as much as possible. So I'll see y'all when we get there. Okay, you guys, quick haul. I want to tell you that my feelings are really hurt right now. I spent $100, you guys, and I think I got like 4 items. Like, look at this. There's not a lot here, but inflation is insane. Let's get along with this haul. I know y'all heard it all before. I got me some sparkling water. I got some pineapple/orange juice. I got strawberries, some eggs, bacon. I intend to fry some pork chops tonight. I've got some popcorn. That's not for us. I'm going to be putting together a care package for my husband really soon, and he likes white cheddar popcorn. I've got some melatonin, and that's going to be in his care package as well. Gum, that's going to be in the care package. Excuse me, you guys, I'm still getting over got some of my lingering flu stuff. I've got some gummies for the kids. This I'm going to be using right now. I'm going to mix it with bleach, and I sanitize my boys' walls. Some canola oil for frying the pork chops that are going to be for dinner tonight. I broke 2 of my previous tumblers, so I needed another one. I've got some containers for cookies for the season, some leave-in conditioner for me and my daughter, chicken broth, cough drops, what is this here? Some paper towels, and behind it, toilet tissue. You guys, this is what I got for $100. My feelings are just the economy don't care, just stepping all over my heart. So before I jump into the cleaning motivation, I just want to give you guys a little peek into my daily military wife life, having meals with my husband via Skype. I ran out to grab some lunch, a tropical smoothie, and this is a typical time for us as he is going to bed. I am out and about, and we eat together sometimes, or I eat and he just, talks to me about his day and things of that nature. It's totally normal. The kids don't feel weird. They, honestly, they're kind of used to it as the years have gone by. My kids even call him sometimes, to ask him permission for things that, I probably are going to say no to. So they'll Skype dad and ask him instead. But that's just a daily part of our life, video calls and things of that nature. And honestly, we're really blessed to have technology that connects us so easily, because military wives of the past definitely could not do this. So as you guys can see, I was stripping my son's bed, just getting off all his blankets and stuff because, as I said, we're getting over the flu, and I just want to try to get all the germs in the whole house out if possible. I am spraying the hard surface of the bed down with some bleach. It's just bleach and water, and then I did put a little bit of scent beads in it so it doesn't smell so bleachy, but I'm just giving it a good wipe down and peeling off some random stickers that have probably been up there for most of the year.
Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year
So now, you guys, I want to give the walls a good mop down, and I have the exact same mixture in my mop bucket as I did in the spray bottle, which is just some hot water, quite a bit of bleach, and a little bit of some scent beads so that the bleach smell is not too strong. But I just want to get all the germs out of this room. This is, was a little spot where the kids were hanging out. I didn't necessarily quarantine them, but, when my kids are sick, I try to keep them in one spot, not coughing all over anybody else in the house. And I bring them food, all their medication in their bed. I feel like, rest is a huge part of that. So just trying to keep them immobile as much as possible. And also keeps the germs in one spot for the most part. So gotta definitely try to get in this room and do what I can do. I have moved on, as you can see, to my younger son's bed, and I stripped his sheets, and I have to go wash those. Also, you'll notice momentarily I will be taking all the teddies and throwing those in the wash machine as well.
I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family.
So I wanted to show you guys how I set up my dining room table the previous day, and I just used this runner that I've had for 1,000 years. One side buffalo check, the other is that burlap sack type of material, and I took that lighted garland, just laid it in the centerpiece. Super simple. I wanted to give this a really rustic woodsy feel to go with, of course, you know, the buffalo check theme that I've been doing all season. I added some pine cones and some berries to the garland, sorry you guys, and I purchased them from the dollar store, and I had a bunch of leftover pine cones and things of that nature laying around my home, so it was super easy to jazz it up just a little bit. I got these burlap chargers from Hobby Lobby. I got them a few years ago when they were having them a spring sale actually. And these are great year round, but they match perfectly with the table runner. I got these buffalo check plates from the Dollar Tree, you guys. You really don't have to go out to have, you know, like a really nice holiday, you know, just going to places that are affordable and just having, you know, a couple of things that are unique to your style, and you can come up with really, really great ideas. So I use these mason jar cups that I got from my favorite store, the Dollar Tree, and I'm really loving how everything came out. I purchased the napkins a few years back from one of the PXs at a different duty station, but yeah, it's everything that I envisioned. Super simple, super rustic, and I think I'm gonna leave it up for honestly probably the rest of the month, just until Christmas comes and we have Christmas dinner. So for dinner tonight, I have on the menu some fried pork chops, some cornbread stuffing, as well as green bean casserole. My daughter, we haven't had fried pork chops, you guys, in probably over a year. I really can't remember the last time I fried some pork chops, and she had mentioned it as well, so I was like, okay, you know, that's what I'll have for dinner tonight. And so right now what I'm doing is just sauteing some celery and some onions to put in the cornbread stuffing. A day previous, you know, the day before, I made some cornbread and I crumbled it all up, and I have that right there in the Ziploc bag. I just, you know, had it in the refrigerator waiting for, you know, this evening's dinner. And so how I'm gonna make it is I'm gonna put in about 2 cups of, well, actually I'm starting off with 1 cup. I do end up putting up another cup, but I started off with 1 cup of chicken broth because I didn't want it to be too soggy. You can always add more ingredients, so always start off little and add, but if it became too soggy, there would be no way for me to dry it out. So I started off with just 1 cup of chicken broth and 1 egg beaten, and I am going to season that mixture here with some adobo and just different things that I like. Nothing specific. You don't have to have a specific type of seasoning, just, you know, the things that you like, you know how your palate is, so just add that generously. And so after I season that and get it all mixed together, I will be adding in the crumbled up cornbread that I have right in front of me there in the Ziploc bags.
Everyone can use a little vacation, even if life on the North Pole is cool. But don't worry, my dear hubby, I'm making my way home to you. So Santa, hold on. Santa, hold on. I'm not gonna leave you hanging by yourself. Santa, hold on. Santa.
So now that all the ingredients are in the mixing bowl, I'm just going to give it, you know, a good swishing around. I guess you could say folding it into it. When you have dry and, you know, wet ingredients, and it's kind of hard to, you know, stir it. So I guess I'm just folding it all in together. And I decided that it was a little bit dry, so I went on and grabbed another egg, and I am going to beat that and add it to it as well. Once I get everything, you know, all put together, I will be transferring it into a casserole dish that I already sprayed down with Pam.
I'll be right there by your side, making you ready for your sleigh bell ride. Santa, hold on. No, I will never leave you on Christmas Day. So hold on, Santa, I'm on my way. Hold on, Santa.
So you guys, next is the green bean casserole, and I'm preparing it with frozen green beans. I've never done it with frozen green beans before, but I can tell you guys I will never go back. When you use green beans out of a can, you have to be super careful or it'll get mushy. The casserole will get all mushy. So you always got to, check it when you're cooking it, how long you're going to leave it covered, how long you're going to leave it uncovered. But when you start off with frozen, there is a level of moisture that's already there, but they're also a little bit more tougher. And I love it. I just love how it came out, and it wasn't too mushy. It still had enough bite. It's perfect. But anyways, you guys, I digress. Here are the ingredients for the green bean casserole. I've got cream of mushroom soup, of course. And a lot of people use soy sauce, but I like to use Worcestershire sauce instead. And I use probably about 1/3 cup of milk. And I'm seasoning it with minced onions, some garlic powder, and I also have some turkey seasoning that I decided to use as well. And you guys cannot forget about the crispy onions, of course. I rarely measure when I cook unless it's like a new recipe. I just threw in about a handful into the seasoning mixture, and then I threw in the green beans, and I'm gonna get it all mixed up together and in the casserole dish. So I know it might seem a little extravagant making this size of a dinner on a weekday. In most of my videos, when you all see me do a day in the life, this is the type of meal that I would prepare for my family. But a lot of my memories growing up are filled with the great food that my mother and my grandmother cooked. And they had way more kids than I did. My grandmother had 10 and my mom had 6, and they still managed to cook every single day for us. And they managed to cook from scratch. So you all have been on my channel long enough to know there are days where I will throw a frozen pizza in the oven with absolutely no shame. But my memories, they mean the world to me when I look back, and I really want my kids to have the same experience and the same memories of how I took the time to make meals that they liked and that they enjoyed, and we sat down in a family and we ate them. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, now that my husband is deployed, I definitely don't do it every single day when he is home, most definitely. But now that he's not, I get to cook a little bit less because my kids have a lot lower expectations. But it's still something that I love and I enjoy, and I definitely want my kiddos to think about for years to come. So you guys, we're at the end of my video, and I really appreciate you all staying around to watch the whole thing. I am going to go enjoy my dinner with my kiddos, and I hope you guys are going to do the same. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.